I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. Nessie.oloch joins me. Hi.
Hello.
Hey, thank you so much for coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
I am nessie.oloch, the Loch Ness Monster. Yeah, that's really it.
Well, I appreciate you coming on. How long have you been doing the VTuber thing?
I want to say for 5 or 6 months. Not very long, really. Because I've never been able to stream. Because I never had the equipment for it.
Well, yeah, that would pretty much keep you from doing it unless you had someone who is extremely generous next door. You could just kind of slip in and do the streaming from.
Yeah.
That's gonna be next up. Someone will be a streamer who breaks into other people's houses and streams from there, and be a real life thief VTuber or something like that.
I mean, there are thief VTubers, so maybe.
Yeah. This one would be an actual criminal, and then their model would be just like a model citizen or something like that. It'd be.
Yeah.
I could see it happening. So what got you started with it? What brought you into VTubing?
So it was different things. It was finding VTubers online because I liked the technology for it, the facial tracking for it, but then I realized, hey, those models cost a lot of money that I don't have.
Yeah.
So, but then there was workarounds where PNGs using those like static images. There's workarounds, and I'm glad I found those. But I don't think I remember what got me to actually want to start it. I found VTubers like Iron Mouse, Hololive, like the Hollow Mythos with Mori, Gargura, all those. Just I guess I just wanted to do it.
Well,
I found it. I really like this technology.
Yeah. Did you want to, as a younger person, did you want to get up on stage and be in front of people and entertain folks?
When I was younger, I actually did want to sing, but my sister mostly took that spotlight. So I mostly just stayed to myself and was very much scared of not wanting to. I really didn't want to perform until recently, until I figured out you don't have to show what you actually look like. So I was like, it's just a workaround, and I really liked it.
Yeah. A lot of people say that being a VTuber allows them to be more themselves than they can in real life.
Yeah, that is very true, because most of people on the online sphere, from what my experience, is that they were often a little bit bullied. So the space online where people don't know who you are was very freeing.
Yeah, it does. You get a chance to set your own, exactly what you want to reveal about yourself, and what you want people to know about you as that model.
Yeah.
Did it take a while for you to come up with Nessie?
Yes, because I had a different online persona I went by for many, many years. And I didn't even think of Nessie. Was not even a thought in my mind until maybe I don't want to go by this online persona, which past life. Maybe I don't want to go by my past life. Maybe I should pick something else. And this is gonna hurt a lot of people. But I recently was for nostalgia. I was recently watching Twilight, and there was a thing that was memed, and which had to do with Nessie and the Loch Ness Monster, and I'm like, there hasn't been a Loch Ness Monster VTuber yet, so yeah. So I was like, I wanted to come up with a last name, and Oloch just came to mind because nothing else really.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. Now, I do have to rib you about the Twilight thing a little bit.
Oh god, that's why I was young when I got into that man.
Oh, well, it doesn't have to be. I suffered through the whole set of movies because my wife, my my mother, my sister, my aunt, my stepdaughter, all got into the Twilight series.
It
So
was a very big thing.
every bit of it. I almost know
Yeah.
some of the places by heart, and I wasn't watching. I was I was in the
The,
other room
the,
trying to hold my ears.
oh, dang.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was most my sister, my mom. We really liked Twilight. I followed my sister's interests because I didn't know what it liked during the time, so I was just like, oh yeah, I like Twilight. I don't know if I actually like Twilight, but it's still very nostalgic since I watched practically all the movies with with my family.
Yeah.
And I think I know what if you know the scene that's been memed that has Nessie in it. Do you know what I'm talking about? If since
Mm.
you have this experience of Twilight,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
And Nessie. It's, you yeah.
Never thought.
Yeah. I think that's the best acting job she has through the entire film. Actually, be angry and yell.
I've seen the actor have more. I've seen the actor like it depends on the script the actor is given. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Twilight wasn't a really good script. Much as people like to say it was good, it really wasn't.
But you watched it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did watch it. I was young, and I only watch it because it's free on YouTube every Halloween. And I'm not joking.
Well, I mean, everybody's got their own thing. I actually, my wife got to the point where she got the um, audio book.
Oh,
Yeah, and we're out driving on a like a Sunday drive or something just to look around, and she sticks the audio book in the car CD player, and it sounds like Winona Ryder not really caring about what she's reading. I'm like,
mean,
yeah, so I wanted, I told her to take it out, or I was going to smash that car.
dang, the full audiobook, and that's a long book with many
Yeah,
details.
yeah, I know. And then the person who was reading it had to tried to do a Brooklyn type voice, which wasn't even in the movie. I don't understand.
It's Forks, Washington. It's like a small town, like a
Yeah,
small country town.
yeah. I'm like, oh my god. But it's one thing I can say for it is it's over. Not,
Until Twilight starts trending again, and
yes,
then
that's right. And then they'll have a reunion
Twilight comes
movie.
back.
They'll, they'll have a reunion movie, and everybody will be all CGI'd up and everything, and glow in the sun and all that stuff. So
I heard I did hear that they're not the cast is not coming back if they're not doing any more Twilight. The cast doesn't want to do any more Twilight.
well, they can always do second generation or something like that.
Mm, depends.
They have the golden child now, so they can do something with that. I'm sure.
Oh gosh, the baby, the baby. Oh god, that reminds me of the freaking CGI baby.
Yep, yep. CGI
Freaking
baby. That's what's coming up next. Um, when you got into um, VTubing, was it easy for you once you got the microphone turned on to interact with people who are there, or did it take a while for you to get used to it?
I think it took a bit because I am not I'm not a yapper like other VTubers the one place I stream on, Irium,
Mm-hmm.
it's mostly just you need to talk.
Right.
So I mean, my first stream when I debuted it was 2 hours, so that was good. But that's only because my phone battery started dying. Oh. and I
Oops. Mm,
so yeah. But I think I'm getting more used to it as time goes by with trying to talk to viewers and all that,
hmm
and just be entertaining.
would you rather bring a topic in, or do you wait for the viewers to bring in a topic?
I try bringing topics,
hmm
but um my when if my viewers bring up something, we start talking about that. It really depends
Mm,
on what's going on
yeah,
during that stream.
yeah. You have to be agile. You have to be light on your feet when it comes to that, because there's it's not like streaming on another service where you're talking to just a big group blob of people. You're talking to individuals who might be a lot of people, but they're different people, different conversations sometimes.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing with Arium is that it's like a voice chat, but except you can't talk. You just type like a normal live chat.
Yeah, yeah, and that's one thing that always gets me is how fast things go in there. I can't hardly keep up typing with the topics that fly by so
Okay.
quickly. And I mean, I'm an old man. My fingers don't move as fast as they used to.
No, I type slow too. I type slow, but so I try to stay on topic or just type short messages. But no, it's hard to type sometimes.
It's like yeah, ye yeah, or no.
Then I end up spelling. Then you end up misspelling a few words,
Yeah, yo.
and then this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it can get to you after a while. The audience has been kind to you so far.
Yeah, they were great. They were really great.
Yeah. Did you worry about that any at all when you started? About the how you were going to be received, and how the chat was going to um embrace you right away or not?
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I was nervous with that. I was nervous that really no one would come to my debut
Hmm.
because I've seen some debuts on Ethereum not really go well to where a lot of people come, and I was worried that I was gonna have that. But it's fine. I have a small group of viewers that really like come back to see me a lot, and my debut went well. So I had a lot of people there, and it went very well.
Mm. Yeah, and that's one of the things about Arium that it's very, very, even more than the other services. It's very personality driven, and
Yeah.
you have to be able to be um, you have to be able to keep up with what the chat's got going on, and you can't lean on a game or anything else. It's going to be you and them.
Yeah, which sucks, man. Sometimes I wish they have screen sharing,
Mm.
but that doesn't. So
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
yeah. If you were streaming games, what would you be streaming?
Uh, so by hypothetic, we were talking, having at least a good PC.
hmm
You know, I would stream. I stream the games I would mostly want to actually to actually play. Right, which ones that have come out right now is Tamagotchi Life, which man, I want Tamagotchi Life because it's a very fun game.
Yeah, it looks just so ridiculously funny that
That's the whole thing, and then and I want to get it. I'm going. It's just a fun little game where you just mess with the people,
yeah, and sometimes
what
they miss.
characters you make.
Sometimes they miss with you too.
Yeah,
You two haven't even met. How come you're getting married?
it's it is sense of also when you just when these two people either haven't interacted a while and suddenly they're just in love. One person's in love with this person.
Yeah, or they get into an argument for no particular reason, and you're like,
But that's just little Tamagotchis. They're just like, oh, I am going to argue with this person.
yeah, just stomp their feet and do what they want. It's it's a
Yeah.
it seems like one of the most interesting versions of The Sims I've ever seen. It's
I Yeah, I was never too into The Sims.
yeah.
I was never into The Sims. Never really played it a whole lot.
You haven't tried to kill off everybody?
No, I haven't. I haven't tried to kill off my Sims or make them burn the house down. I've seen those are common.
Yes. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I had Sims 1, and I went through about every way you could in there to torture them,
Okay, but
including
that was a whole.
yeah, including locking somebody in a room and having a pinball machine they can't get to, so they can't sleep. That was
Dang.
well, it's what do you mean? Absolute power corrupts, okay?
No, that's the whole. That was the whole thing of the Sims. For you to mess with them
Yeah.
and do what you want, basically.
Oh yeah. I remember one specifically because I was just this poor guy. I just had absolutely on everything was red. I mean, it was just he was so miserable. I started him off with a wife, and his wife keeps cheating on him in front of him. He
Oh
can't
my
get to
gosh.
he can't get to her because her house is completely walled off from him. But he can see her, but he can't do anything about it. And one time he tried to go to sleep because he was exhausted, and I had a television on he couldn't get to. So he tried to go to sleep, wake up immediately, and then a ghost would come and he'd
My
fly
gosh.
off. He'd fly off the screen running and screaming.
I mean, it's not the most shocking thing. People literally there was a whole challenge where people did a whole 100 baby challenge, which
Oh,
they had their sim have 100 babies.
oh yeah.
Self-explanatory. I My gosh, how do you do that?
You had to keep spawning people in and these, what else do they do in life besides I mean, these are folks that they could be like ancient kings. Really, everybody is related to them in the neighborhood, but he doesn't belong to any of them.
Dang.
Jeez. Um. So would that be your favorite right now? You think if you were playing it, would be the Tamagotchi life?
Yeah, Tamagotchi life.
Yeah.
There's all. Oh, hold on. There's also Pragmata. It's by Capcom where you play as an astronaut and you have a little child you can take care of, and oh my gosh, it's so cute.
Oh
I
yeah.
also love to play Resident Evil Requiem. That's not a really new game, but it's new enough for me, and I really like Resident Evil series.
Ah. So you're into the scare, huh?
Uh, so here's I don't like to be scared, but despite that, I like playing scary games.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you rather go for the ones that have a lot of quick jump scares or ones that play for the long scare?
Um, I think quick jump scares. I think that's better. That better. Just get it over with.
So what you're saying is you'd rather watch a slasher film than a thriller.
I mean, my favorite slasher is Halloween, which is Michael Myers.
Yes. Well, except for the one with the shit with the masks, the super shamrock one.
Are you talking about Michael Myers versus Jason?
No, there was
What's
I think Halloween 3 or something went way off the rails and instead of having
I
Mike
don't,
Myers, it was like everybody were dying because they were buying these masks. It was
oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to be watching all the Halloween ones, and we got to that one. I was like, wait, what the hell is going on? What the hell is happening? Where's Michael?
There's nothing here about him whatsoever. And the
Like,
one
no.
the one thing I
I was just
remember about that was the little jingle, ad jingle. Happy, happy
Oh, thank you.
Halloween, Super Shamrock.
That shouldn't have even been part of the Halloween franchise, man. It should have just been something else.
Yeah, but
She's like,
it wasn't exactly the best story either.
no, but maybe maybe it could have been something else. It's not Michael Myers.
Yeah,
It's not a Halloween movie from Michael Myers. Like,
they could have said from the makers of Halloween or something like that. But
yeah, with
no,
John Carpenter.
yeah, it was just
That's the man.
just really a strange add-on to that.
Yeah,
And I was like,
yeah.
I remember watching and seeing like snakes come out of the mask and stuff. I'm like,
I
really?
think I remember. There was a lady in the room. I think I don't know what she was doing, but she had a she was watching the commercial and something happened in the room. I don't know. I want to say her face got melted off or something, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was the
But
whole. It was a really strange, and especially if you're expecting something else out of the movie, and like the guy coming up and slashing people to death. That that's what everybody was waiting for. And you get this weird
yeah.
mask thing. It wasn't even Jason's mask. That would
I don't even remember it being a mask. I barely remember that movie actually.
I don't remember too much other than the snakes coming out of a pumpkin and Super Shamrock.
It was I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen that one. I was just so confused.
Trying to
Oh, it
forget
was a
it as much
punk.
as possible.
Wait, it was a pumpkin mask. I think.
Yes, pumpkin
I
mask.
think it was a pumpkin mask.
Yeah. Oh, it's weird.
Anyway,
It
no,
just.
that I don't like that movie. I don't like it.
So, did you even watch Jason in Outer Space?
No, I didn't never watch any Friday the 13th movies at all.
Uh,
Oh,
you
I
didn't.
just
You didn't watch
I
any of
was
the.
never drawn to just never drawn to Jason really, like
Yeah,
Jason Voorhees.
yeah. You didn't go after that at all, huh? The
No,
But there's so many of them. You could have just clinked right into that.
no, I don't know. For some reason, Michael Myers was the one I really liked. It's just Jason didn't say anything to me, and I was too terrified of Freddy Krueger.
Well, yeah, I could see
Well, I
that.
do like Ghost. I do like Ghostface. He's a good one also.
Yeah. Somewhere Ghostface is trying to smile but can't because he's got Ghostface.
Yeah.
Just nodding and happy tears, I guess, coming from him. Um, so if you were able to do something different on stream, something different than say games or the talking, what would you want to do?
Mm, uh, I draw a lot. I guess art.
Well, yeah, that's easily done. A lot of folks are doing that.
Yeah, there's a lot of art streams, and also most of the YouTube channels I watched was a lot of art channels and animation channels.
Mm. What do you think about those? Do you look at those and crib tips from them, or do you look at them for the artwork they do?
I like the artwork, and but there's one of them I watched that actually gave good tips and advice about art,
Hmm.
and talked about their time at art school.
Mm,
They have a series that's don't do this, do this,
mm,
which shows you the correct way to do something and the not correct way of doing something.
mm.
So that was very helpful.
Yeah, yeah. Would you, with that experience that person was talking about, was it a good or bad experience with art school?
Some of it's bad, some of it's good.
Mm,
Because often at our school, sometimes you'll have to pull all-nighters, and you gotta turn your work in on time, or you'll just get a zero. That's the worst thing. Also,
yeah, yeah. I would get a zero. I would get a zero by turning it in. That's like this is not
I
art.
mean,
You get a zero.
there's some students who, when they're injured, like there was apparently a girl who like injured her foot, but she came into her class to deliver her art project, and she was limping.
Oh,
And the professor was like, "Just go to the doctor." Come on. It was basically like, what the hell?
dragging dragging her mangled foot in behind her as she
Yeah, that's how hardcore art school can be to that point.
hands it in and passes out.
Oh my god.
And the instructor leans down and says, "This is terrible. You
No,
you
that'd
get an
be
F."
awful. No, that'd be awful, man.
Just dresses them down in front of everybody.
God.
I hear people sometimes going in who have been artists for a while before they go to art school, and occasionally they get torn down and try to rebuild in somebody else's style. And I'm just shiver all over that. I just don't think that's a good way to do things, especially if you've got your own style coming in.
Yeah, it's just with art school, very much depends because sometimes our teachers don't really like stuff like, well, anime or cartoons,
Right.
and they'll want you to do in a specific style. Like there's realism, some will require for realism, which is really hard to do.
Yeah.
Really just depends because you have to adapt to the environment of art school, and to pass because spend a lot of money in art school.
Yeah. 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 Well, here's what always gets me about art and critics. I enjoy people being able to express themselves in art. I've never been able to do it very well. And when somebody puts together a piece that's, say, in a anime manga art type deal, and it looks
Hmm.
good, and then somebody gets on it because of the realism, but you also look and see that they have a Salvador Dali or Pablo Picasso picture. I'm like, that's realism? It's, there's anything sillier than a Salvador Dali picture, and you're worried about somebody who draws a person slightly different than you're used to? I mean,
I don't know. It's just a whole thing. I've learned. Like I never had an art teacher who shamed me for the way I drew. Really,
yeah,
so that's good.
yeah, that is good.
It just depends. Huh?
Yeah, let's say, go ahead.
It really just depends. It really just depends on the art teacher you get.
Yeah,
Just depends.
yeah, and one of the things people remember in a few years, the art teachers are going to be teaching the anime style anyway, um, because it will be more popular and they'll be into it themselves. So just weed out the
Yeah,
old people. Um,
it's way anime's way more popular now than it was back then.
oh yeah, yeah, and have you ever thought about doing commissioned art?
I want to.
Mm-hmm.
I want to.
Yeah.
And I want to get to the point where I get on a website called VGen,
Mm-hmm.
which is the go-to website for commissioning artists, and it doesn't allow, the dreaded AI art on
Yes.
there, which I'm so glad for.
Mm. It's
But no one, I never had the opportunity, as even when I was younger, to commission someone. I mean, I had a few quote unquote commissions, and I realized they were a scam. And one of them entirely ghosted me because I told them what country I was from.
yeah. And they're like, okay, no.
Yeah, they didn't really like that. They didn't really like my answer, apparently. Okay, lie next time.
I'm from France.
No, nobody like. Apparently, a lot of people don't really like the French.
That's okay. It's those of
Yeah.
us. I've discovered late in my life that I have a lot of French background. And I said, well, no reason why. That's the reason why I don't like anybody.
I my whole funny enough, my whole family tree with, if we were counting both my mom and my dad, is English, Filipino, and Mexican, and a little Scottish, actually.
Well, that is quite a mix there. That's a
Yeah, I am basically a mutt.
that's the old ketchup on salad type thing.
Yeah.
That's just pretty cool, actually. Most of mine, I found out that at one point my father's family was run out of France by my mother's family.
Oh.
Yeah, religious war type thing. I'm like, yay!
Ah. Yeah, religion was very, very something back then. It was
Oh,
something.
well, it was pretty much all there was back in whatever century that was. It was chasing them out
Yeah.
with pitchforks and
Yeah, I mean,
fire.
yeah.
Yeah, and
I mean, it could be worse than one of my ancestors, apparently.
oh yeah,
One of my ancestors had owned it like a castle,
yeah.
but then he lost betting it, and he bet it off, and now it doesn't belong to my family, obviously.
Oops.
So that's a funny little story. My god, like ancestor, why'd you do that?
It just shows that's one of the reasons why you don't play gotcha games, huh?
Oh god, I don't play God. Well, I mean, the only gotcha game I play is Project Sakai, which is a great game.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's got something in their family tree that makes it a family hedge. Or
Yeah.
why is there a fold here? Well, your great great
Oh god.
great great grandfather Fountain was kind of a weirdo. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've got one.
Um,
I've got one guy in the back that they don't really know how many kids he had, and
oh.
this is the like 1800s, and it was uh, looking him up on the
Um,
family tree sites. Like, really, Fountain? You did this too?
Fortunately, a lot. It was that's how it was crazy back. It was crazy
Oh yeah,
that many years. Those years. Gosh, it was crazy.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's well, he was in the backwoods, and evidently he was quite a let's say charmer.
Ah,
Yes.
Playboy.
Yeah, yeah. As much as you could back in those days. Um, and to see the family history stuff. Some people's like, oh yeah, he wasn't all that bad a guy. I go, no, no, he was a bad guy. Just 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 take it and go from there. Yeah,
When he really wanted expanded the family tree, didn't
yeah.
he?
Oh yeah, as I said, he made it into a hedge. It's just instead of deep, it's kind of
John.
wide. Like, oh my gosh. Um, and they're still finding more people. I'm like, oh man, I'm,
Yeah.
I'm glad that generation is done.
Yeah.
We don't need them these days. Um, with what you've got going on, do you have any really goals for your channel right now, or are you still kind of feeling your way through at the moment?
Well, one of them is I want to get a live 2D model, which every one of getting them, like, I can get it rigged,
Hmm.
but man, getting it rigged is expensive.
Yeah.
Like, there's one, there is, like, I had a friend who tried to talk with an artist about about the whole rigging, and on their VGen it says it was
Mm.
$150, which, you know what? That's considerably cheap.
Yeah.
So we asked them, hey, can you do an area model rig? You can't, but here's the guide to what you can't do for an area model rig.
Yeah.
So a friend gave them a guide, and then we waited to see what would the cost be. See if
Yeah.
it would be cheaper or if it'd be cost more, and it costed more.
Yeah.
And may I and here and the whole VGen ad with 150 for rigging was basically just 100 with 150.
Yeah.
They didn't have any add-ons that would cost anything,
Right.
and it was and so what the artist said, what the rigger said was that it would be 400. And I was like, what do you mean 400?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Bait and switch.
So I don't know if it was that complicated to where they needed to for it to do that, but man, I was like, man, okay, no what, fine,
Well, that's over twice as
fine.
much. That's pretty ridiculous. I mean, I don't care if you're buying bread and somebody charges you twice as much. That
I
doesn't
mean,
make. Yeah. Well, yeah. What about trying it yourself? You're an artist.
Well, here. Okay, so what I will need. Here's the thing. So with Arium, we have the file. We just need to get the VTuber thing spliced,
Mm-hmm.
which because the whole thing is in different parts, different layers,
Mm-hmm.
and also you need those parts labeled.
Right.
But and I was going to try to rig it myself because I was getting tired of trying to find someone. But the one computer I have, I can't rig it. It won't let me download the software because
Oh
my
my
computer's that
gosh.
small.
Uh,
So I need to wait till I can get a better computer.
there's always another mountain.
Yeah, unfortunately, getting a computer like a gaming laptop is 1,000.
Yeah, unless you know somebody, that is into computers and can cut it down pretty close,
Oh,
if you go to the big folks, they're going to charge you as much as they can. Um,
yeah. Like man, I tried asking for a rigger though on my Twitter post, and there's 67 responses. I'm like, man, everyone wants to get chosen.
yeah,
Everyone
and
wants to get paid, which you know what? I can't blame them. Getting paid is really nice.
yeah, it is very nice. It is very nice. And no matter what it is, for us radio folks, it was, a bag of peanuts, and we would do pretty much anything you'd want. Which makes the AI
Yeah.
thing even worse because if you can't afford an old radio announcer and literally will do things for used cheese sandwiches, it's your
Oh
product must
God.
really be terrible.
I don't understand why people are getting AI, man. It just sounds dull. Sounds boring if you get a voice actor or narrator for AI.
Yeah, I mean, if you're AI, and you can, it's so obvious because they mispronounce words, or and one of the ones I saw on YouTube recently, there was an error in the script that made it make no sense on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
and the AI read it the exact same way that it was on screen and didn't make any sense. Like an announcer wouldn't have done that. An announcer would have fixed it on the fly or something along like that. It's like, well,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not.
It's just ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm like, well, I'm not going to buy your fake puppy then. Realistic puppy. Yeah, yeah, right.
Yeah, no, with realistic videos, there's a point you can tell it's AI.
Hmm.
There's one point.
Yeah,
You just gotta find it.
yeah. If AI would have come out as a tool rather than the be all end all, do you think it would be more accepted?
I I think here's the thing. I'm not sure because I've seen to where there's artists who have traced over AI images,
Hmm.
but it's not, they get very much a lot of flack because it's not them coming up with the pose or anything. I think that's also a thing with it. I don't think even if it was a tool, I don't think it would be fully accepted because I prefer everything hand like you know, human made, not by a robot.
Hmm.
I don't like AI. Like the character AI stuff, like where you can have a chatbot of an AI, that was fun at first, and then
Yeah,
it started going way too far with there was an there was actually an author who used AI to write their book,
yeah,
and the only reason people found out it was AI was not because they put it into a thing that detects AI. No, they left the prompt within the book pages, and I'm like, dang, you just you just destroyed your career of one mistake.
oh man, you just if that was available when I was in college back in the '80s, I think that would have been used so often for these
It's just
10-page
yeah, it
essays
probably
on
would have been
10-page
just like,
essays
hey,
on.
write me an essay, even though it'll probably be really bad.
Yeah, well, I remember one essay was 10 pages on a 3-page short story.
Oh gosh, no, why?
Oh
It's a
yeah,
short story.
I was like, oh, for crying out loud. So I put in everything. I compared it to the kitchen sink. I compared it to a football team. I used so many analogies that
Mm-hmm.
when I got it back, entire pages were X'd out. no was written on it, and I still got a
Wow.
B. I was like, well, I guess just spewing things on the page is going to be worth something. So
It's hard.
yeah,
Like writing is not easy, especially when essays and college essays. It's not really easy.
no, no, and you got to write a certain way for college too, because I was
Yeah.
in, I did a couple of online classes, and then you had to do essays for it, and I had been in radio for so long, and I'd written for radio scripts.
Hmm.
Colleges don't like commas. They would rather you make five small sentences than one decent long one. So, um,
You also have to do a certain formatting, which is MLA format, and
yep.
it depends, which depends on the professor though on what kind of format they want you to do. Because
Hmm.
I had a write an English professor that was like, you guys need to write your essays in MLA format.
Mm, yeah, and I'm like, I can't even write it in cursive format.
Man, curse is so hard to do though.
Yeah, well, for you young people, yes, but we were taught it early, and now no one can even read it. Well, no one can read my handwriting anyway.
Well, well, cursive wasn't really prioritized when I was young, when I was going to school,
Yeah,
because they had these little booklets of how to write cursive,
yeah,
but they never actually taught it.
yeah. One thing I never understood about cursive was the letter Q. And why is
What?
it why is it a two?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm like, it's just easier just to write a Q. I don't think I
I
ever
mean,
I don't think I ever put a two for a Q other than school.
the capitalization for A is just basically lowercase a but bigger.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly,
it is.
exactly. I think most people are now doing like hybrid type of things with it. And my signature is just a wild scrawl anyway. At this point, it's it's only
That
seven.
signature is not even consistent.
Yes, I mean, mine's only 7 letters, but I still managed to only write about three.
Mm.
But
Man,
that,
look, if you can keep your signature consistent, good on you. But man, I cannot.
uh,
Either my signature is short, or it's just not, or it's just too long.
are you left-handed or right-handed?
Hold on, let me check. Sorry, hold on. There's a way I check. Um, I think I'm right-handed. Yeah.
Do you write with your right hand?
Yep.
Yeah. See, I write mostly with my left hand, but I was coming up at a time where if you did most of the things with your right hand, they tried to teach you to write right-handed. So
Oh gosh.
yeah, so when the teacher wasn't looking, I'd switch it over to my left hand and keep going.
Wait, it was like that?
Yeah,
Wait, they just expect you to write with your right hand, even though it's hold on.
yeah, yeah. And she was like, "But you do everything else right-handed." I said, "Because when I was a kid, I'd lose my scissors, and they were left-handed scissors, and the only thing you could borrow was right-handed scissors.
Man.
So that's why left-handers can do things with their right hands, and right-handers can't do anything with their left hands. You guys
Yeah, I
are
can't do anything with my left hand.
you,
I can't.
no, it's kind of a universal law. I would go out and play horse on the basketball court, and these people would be making all sorts of shots with the right hand, and I'd shoot one free throw left-handed and make it and win. Like, you can't possibly shoot, and they try to balance things with their left hand, and the ball would either fall way short or way over the backboard. Like, man,
Man, I might need to ask someone that's left-handed if they use their right hand sometimes.
yeah, yeah. Well, we had to. We because
Yeah.
if we were left-handed and clumsy, that meant you had to use right-handed stuff. And all the
I learned
desks,
to use those.
all the desks in school were right-handed desks. It was so
People just liked right-handed people more, and they were just like, you know what? The left-handed people can figure it out.
yeah, yeah. Because we're smarter.
Like,
and and left-handed is supposed to be more evil, so we also are evil and smarter, and so we cheat to win. Um, now that I'm older, I'm left-handed and lazy, so I don't my my sloth cancels out my evil.
yeah, you can't do anything if you're too lazy to do
That's
it.
right. That's right. I got a really great evil plan to take over the world, but man, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be fine. I
Yeah.
like messing with the hero better.
Instead, I'm gonna just troll people online for a while. It's so much easier. Or kill off my
Yeah.
Sims. I'll just one of those two.
Yeah.
So, if you had a chance to play something you haven't played yet, if you had to, if somehow you won the lottery for a real nice supercomputer, and there is a game that you've looked at on the horizon that wasn't the Tamagotchi, but something
Uh-huh.
else, what would you get?
Mm, that's hard because that's hard. So not Tamagotchi, not any of the games I mentioned. Another game.
Hmm.
Uh, what is a game that is hard to run? I mean, and there's many games because I know I want to play Phasmophobia because I've seen people make fun, have fun on that.
Hmm.
There's Lethal Company that
Yeah.
I heard is also fun. Also, well, I also, but yeah, there's a lot of games I have not played
Repo.
specifically
Yeah.
because I didn't have consoles when I was growing up or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's there's a lot of stuff that's console only that I didn't even realize it was that way anymore. Um, there's always been a
Yeah,
PC person. I did have a couple of consoles. We did have an original NES I had,
yeah. I mean,
and
there's a lot more like PC games with indie game developers, you know.
yeah, yeah. Well,
So there's more of that.
do you would you rather play an indie game or a big corpo game?
If I seen okay, this is going to exclude one company because I've seen in indie games put a lot more love into their games,
Mm-hmm.
but then there are some games that are kind of called slop,
Mm-hmm.
which you know what that's fair. And then there's the corpo that actually cares about their viewers, like well, not viewers, their buyers for their games,
Yeah.
specifically because of I'm going to mention the game again, which is Resident Evil Requiem, of how it basically was a love letter to Resident Evil in general of with all of it, and it was just an amazing game. There's little small details like for if like the character is named Grace, if you try to reload the gun when she has a full mag or
Mm-hmm.
her gun's full, she'll check it. Same with the other character Leon. They'll both check it. That's just a fun little detail people have noticed.
Yeah.
And they didn't have to put that. And yeah, so it really just depends on the company. It also depends on the developers for indie games, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It does, and
Yeah, that's a way more complicated answer.
no, I mean that makes sense. If I think that when I look at games and in general, more often than not, it seems like the independent game makers don't have the limits that corporate game makers do. So they can do a lot of things that, when you don't have to run it by a board of directors, you can do a lot of different things with it. I mean, could you imagine what Undertale would have
Yeah.
looked like coming through Nintendo?
Oh gosh. It wouldn't honest I'm gonna say this now, it wouldn't have death in it because apparently Nintendo does not like death.
Oh no, it would not. It would.
It it would not because it would oh my gosh, there was so many I think that's the only thing actually they would take out from Undertale if it
Yeah,
was made by Nintendo.
yeah. Well, what do they think all those
I'm not
mushrooms do when Mario stomps them? They magically reappear and live somewhere else. He's killing them.
I don't know what they're just like, oh there's no blood or anything. They'll be fine. Let's just leave it like that.
We should somebody should come up with a blood mod for the Mario games.
Oh gosh, that'd be traumatizing. Because you leave that on for newer, like younger people, that's going to be a little traumatizing.
Yeah, but they got to grow up sooner or later, right?
Oh gosh.
I'm saying this as a very old man. just say keep away from my grandkids, okay? Other than that, it's perfectly fine. Um, I really I look at the art styles for these games, and I want to get your opinion as an artist. Does does
Mm-hmm.
the art style matter to you when you're looking at a game to play?
I'm gonna say sometimes yes, because people do want to see pretty art,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the only reason.
Yeah.
Because I will admit I was not into like RPG Maker, like pixel games, like Undertale.
Right.
What else is Misao and Mad Father. I wasn't really into those games
Oh, Mad Father.
because of the way
Yes.
they Mad Father. That's the time.
Yeah. That's
I wasn't really into them.
yeah. That's you better love that chainsaw if you're into that game.
Like Um, so I wasn't into those types of games. But when I did get into them, I really like them. I believe that here's a belief I've had to where if you want to make a story, either whether it's game, comic, focus more on the story than the art, because I'm going to give two examples of people that have actually made it
Yeah.
that did not have good art or good programming.
Mm-hmm.
And that one of them is actually the author of One Piece. Not One Piece, not One Piece. One Punch Man. One Punch Man. that the manga artist for One Punch Man.
Right.
If you see the earlier pages of that, it's not too good.
Yeah, it's all over the
You
place.
get not too good until he got an artist to actually help him, but he's slowly been improving. But even as a small comic artist, that comic really did change a lot, and people actually started liking the comic despite the artist,
Yeah.
like despite the art style.
Right.
And that's mostly why I say that. And because I'll admit I'm not really too good with anatomy.
Well,
Not really at all.
some people just don't have very good anatomy to start with.
It's just anatomy is hard, man.
Yeah.
Anatomy is just hard.
Yeah. All I have to do for some artists is say hands, and they go into a frenzy.
Oh gosh, no, no. Don't like hands.
And all their characters have hands in their pockets or something.
Oh my god. Have you seen a lot of younger artists when they're making art? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, their hands are not showing, and that's a good reason of hands are so hard to draw.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the classic arts, you don't see their hands,
Mm-hmm.
and that's because they just like I'm not doing that. give give
Yeah.
the Mona Lisa baby hands or something. It's just not going to work as well. Um,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so in the future, it's going to be more of what you're doing right now on Arium, and
Mm-hmm.
will we see more of your artwork?
Yeah. I've most actually I so since Ethereum supports like PNG
Hmm.
models, that's actually what I've been making are PNG models of my current character.
Cool, cool. Now maybe that'd be something you can show to other people too. Say, look what I can do. Give me money.
Yeah. I want a V-Gen so bad, man, but it's there's steps you have to go through to get one, which you know what? I'm trying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think you'll get it. You'll get it. You had a really great personality for this, and very easy to talk to. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun for you going forward, and a lot of fun for the folks who come
Yeah.
out too. Check out what Nessie's got going on Arium. We'll have that link in the description. And thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming on. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.